Hello, thank you so much for tuning in. Before we get into the energy, I thought that because I will have to close the curtains just because of the shadows, okay? There's something about the shadows, okay? But I thought that at least at the start, I would give a few seconds to just enjoy the view in the background here in Thailand in this valley, okay, here in Thailand. Okay. And so, again, thank you so much for tuning in. You are tuned into Esoteric Wisdom and Spiritual Truths. My name is Nehru. We will be getting started on a past, present, and future energetic uh, reading. Okay, so taking a look at past events, then taking a look at present confirmations, synchronicities that you're seeing currently, and then we'll take a look at future promises, okay, that are headed your way. All right. So, again, thank you so much for tuning in. As I stated, I am in Thailand. Okay. And so, thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Nehru. If you are interested in spiritual services that I offer, please take a look at the description section of this live video, and we will go ahead and have a conversation and get those scheduled, whatever that happens to be. Okay. I do hold a Reiki certification. Okay. But I am a physical, spiritual healer and have been healing myself of many things long before Reiki healing certification. Just celebrated 9 years as a kidney transplant recipient. Okay. Just celebrated 9 years as a kidney transplant recipient. And I currently carry kidneys, three kidneys. All right. So we are going to go ahead and get tapped in. Okay. I am not typically on at this time of the day. All right. So hope you're doing well, collective. Wherever you're tuning in from, you consider yourself a part of the collective, a part of the 144,000, a part of the Esoteric Council of Light, Galactic Federation. You consider yourself to be some type of divine light here, okay? Some type of light worker of some sort, okay? Then you are in the right place, okay? You are in the right place, all right? And so we are going to go ahead and get into it, okay? Thank you so much again for tuning in. Hello, thank you so much for tuning in, all right? Grace, that is important, collective. Grace, okay? Thank you for your presence. All right, Divine Source from Thailand, I say hello, okay? Current time, 7:05, okay? 7:05, Saturday morning. I believe it's Saturday. Yes, 7:11. Okay. So in the United States, I don't know if they still do it. Hello, everyone. Whoa! I look up and there's all kind of comments up there. I look up and there's all kind of hellos. Hello, it's me. Thought about it for a long, long time. Maybe I think too much, but something's wrong. All right, collective. If you are new to the channel, welcome in. We do a lot of song downloads, lyrics. Okay, a lot of rhyming. Okay. Um, this is not a politically correct, energetic channel here. Okay. Hello, Sean. Sean, let me catch up with all of the hellos that are popping in. Okay. Hello, Sean. Sean, thank you so much for tuning in as always. Okay, hello, Potato. Thank you so much as always for tuning in. Okay. All right, all right, all right, all right. So, let's go ahead and take a look, collective. Let's go ahead and take a look. Okay. Recently, I was speaking with someone on an esoteric conversation. That's what I call personal readings if you're interested. Okay. Hello, Dangerous. All right. And during that conversation, they had a brother who recently passed, and we've been kind of energetically journeying through that. Okay, we've been energetically journeying through that. So, however often they feel led to, okay, they reach out to me, schedule an esoteric conversation, and to dig deeper into and find out the truth as much as Divine wants to reveal through those conversations and those tarot readings, what it is that's going on with her brother. Why was he found on the floor unresponsive? Why was there no report filed? Why was there no examination done? So, all of those things, collective, okay, has come out, all right? And in the most recent conversation, um, Divine, the card Matthew 6 and 22 came out. Let me close this curtain because it's the shadow starting to, yeah. All right. So Matthew 6 and 22 says, hello. Um, I was going to say hello to Dangerous, but I realized I said hello to Dangerous already. All right. But hello again, Dangerous. um, Matthew 6 and 22 says, if your third eye, or it says eye, it's singular, so it means third eye, if your eye is open, okay, then your whole body is full of light. If your eye is closed, then you are full of darkness. Matthew 6 and 22. Okay? So that card came out during that tarot reading, esoteric conversation. All right? And so as we were going along, okay, the other cards spoke to divine source wanting to, or her brother, okay, wanting to show her something directly through a spiritual download, okay, or through the opening of her third eye, or, the clearing out of her third eye, if there's some type of blockage there, okay? And so, not always does divine give give the empath or the oracle all of those details. Okay, sometimes divine source wants you to receive the information directly. Okay, because again, it's not my job to know all of your akashic records. Okay, it's my job to deliver confirmations and speak the truth and live that. That's my job. Okay, so all right. I hope she's doing that. Okay? I hope she's doing that. Okay? Opening her third eye and crown in order to get whatever confirmation it is concerning the death of her brother. And again, why all those strange things happen. Okay? He had $1 million in the bank. $1 million in the bank. Her brother did. Single. Okay? Well, he was dating, but yeah, that's part of it too. All right. So, anyway, collective, if you would like to have an esoteric conversation, i.e., tarot reading with me, that is a conversation, and that is done via either WhatsApp or that is done via Zoom. Okay? So, let's go ahead and get into it. Let's find out about the past energy, divine source, Aravat, Avarat. Clear the energy, divine source. Okay? I definitely need to. See what market or what have you, little shop around here, carry age. Okay. We definitely need to get some more. All right. So I am enjoying where I am. Okay. My new accommodations. Okay. Here at this hotel. It's very nice. Great location. Okay. All right. I have been traveling in Southeast Asia for more than a year. Okay. After closing out my tax and accounting practice in Florida, giving everything that I owned away. All right. And that was after my dark night of the soul had begun, and I had begun to realize some things. Okay. My eye had been opened. Okay. And I had begun to realize some things. Okay. So, hope you're doing well wherever you're tuning in from. Feel free to let me know where you're tuning in from. Okay? And we are going to go ahead and get started. Okay? No need to wait. All right? No need to wait, collective. Let's go ahead and do it. There should be someone's asking about a subscribe button. There should be a subscribe button. I don't know why there wouldn't be a subscribe button unless someone's blocking this channel or shadow banning this channel. I don't know why there wouldn't be a subscribe button. All right, so we have the angel number 1144 popping out. 1144 popping out for high vibes. Okay. Oh, we got two. And 2424. I didn't see the other one behind there, collective. There could be something about a 2 for 1. There could be something about a surprise behind a surprise, behind a surprise, behind a surprise. Okay? Life could be taking off for you at some point like that. Okay, collective? But let's take a look at this past energy. Iravat, Rat, the great I am, divine source, the master of the universe. Okay. Thank you so much for all that you do for the collective. Ancestors, Galactic Federation, as I've already mentioned you, Council of Light, Sanhedrin Council, thank you for your righteous judgment, Sanhedrin Council. Okay. Ascended Masters, thank you so much for all of the notes, scribes, scrolls, okay, confirmation horn honks that you have left us, Ascended Masters, in order for us to take advantage of and to learn more. Okay, Spirit of Saint Germain is here. Okay, Spirit of Issa Yeshua. Okay, the Son of God is here. All right, the Spirit of Saint Mary is here. The Spirit of Helena Blavatsky is here. Some Ascended Masters. Oh, thank you, Potato. Okay. Oh. Oh, okay, no worries. Thank you so much for subscribing, okay? And we have South Africa in the house, okay? And we have South Africa in the house. Hello, thank you so much for tuning in, Brent. I think it's been a minute, okay? Think it's been a minute. Good to see ya. Good to see ya, okay? So someone could be looking for you, okay? We got that energy right now with the subscribe button, all right? Somebody could be looking for you, collective, all right? I was up at 3 o'clock this morning, okay, with my sleepy face still on, all right? So, collective, um, yeah, all right. So, Past energy, divine source. We have angel numbers 1144 and 2424. We have the energy in the collective currently of someone either looking for you, trying to find you. We are on social media, so they could be searching for someone on social media. Here I am. Okay. Here I am. Hello, Ashley. If I did not say hello. And Lakeisha. Hello, hello, hello. All right. So we have 2424 for good times collective. Okay. Chosen ones, 2424. Okay. Everyone is chosen. It's just a matter of them making the choice. You get what I'm saying? Everyone is chosen. It's just a matter of them making the choice. Uh-huh. Hello, big brother. Much love, much love. Thank you so much for tuning in. It's good to see you. Okay. 1144. 1144. We got high vibes. Okay. That's what good times are all about, collective, right? That's what good times are all about. We got 2424 and 1144. That's what it's all about, collective. Good times and high vibes. You get to the good times faster by having high vibes. Okay? I feel like an Abraham Hicks teaching going on. I feel like an Abraham Hicks teaching going on. Okay? All right? If you want to listen to a certain song, you have to turn to a certain station. Okay? So if you want to be on a certain frequency, you have to get to, or you want to experience a certain something, you have to get to that frequency. Okay? You want to experience bliss, you have to get to wherever the bliss frequency is. Okay? All right? So we're off to a good start, collective. We're talking about past, present, and future energy. Past energy, you are worthy. Okay, you are worthy of affection, collective, leisure, and pleasure. Okay, and love or other happiness lurks just around the corner. Okay, so you are worthy of love, leisure, and pleasure, and love or other happiness lurks just around the corner. Divine source. Okay, so past energy. So where are we today? Okay, we're gonna get to it. Okay, and what is tomorrow about? And what is tomorrow about? Hello, thank you so much for tuning in. Okay, all right. So, collective, past energy, divine source. Can you give us some past energy? Past energy. In the past, you were dealing with something that was you could not see. Okay, you're blind, baby. You're blind from the fact you can't see what I can't see. Okay. Ooh, that's going back to the 80s, like early rap. You can't see what I can't see. You're blind, baby. You're blind from the fact. All right, so something in the past was hidden from you in the past. All right, divine. Okay, divine. All right. What was this past hidden energy about? What was this past hidden energy about? We got a page of wands in reverse. We got a line from somebody. Okay. We got some smear campaigns. Okay. We got some whatever's going on out here. Okay. Something was hidden. Okay. Something was hidden, and it was something that someone was saying about you. Okay. This could also be your identity. Mm-hmm, 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 mm-hmm. Oh yeah, that's by Public Enemy. There's our songster right there. Shout out to Sean Sean. And being in the company, I was like food people, good people, yeah, good people. All right, food could be significant. All right, it could be who knows, chef. or something of some sort, okay? Someone here, all right? Chef, someone could work at a restaurant or have worked at a restaurant. That covers a wide span of people on this planet as far as fast food restaurants are concerned. I won't start. I won't start. Doom, 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 doom. All right. Want to be starting something? Okay. Somebody's probably giving up. Confirmation. I said someone's giving up. Collective. Look. I said someone's giving up. All right. So we have the Knight of Wands out here in reverse. We're still talking about the past energy, collective. All right. So someone who was moving fast towards you, okay, but they were moving fast in order to slow something down, okay, in the upright, okay. This is a zoom, zoom, zoom energy. You know, this is a fast moving, kind of reckless energy right here sometimes, okay. You see the moon behind them, right? You see the moon, right? Someone who moves at night, okay, like streetwalker energy, all right? All right. But this individual or this energy out here in reverse, okay, again, we're talking about the past, all right? So this individual was moving fast towards you in the past, all right? They can no longer do that. That is why it's in reverse. I worked at a restaurant and winery. Interesting. I once, I think this was during the Great Recession. I interviewed for a sales position. I had formerly been a recruiter. This is before I went back to school to study accounting and everything. And interviewed for a company with a company in Orlando, Florida, that sold wine. Okay, so someone mentioned something about working at a restaurant and winery. I've never worked at a, well, when I was a teenager after high school, I was an assistant manager at a Little Caesars after high school. Went into the military. I guess Little Caesars is a restaurant, I guess. And but other than that, I worked at Wendy's for 2 weeks before I went into the military because I was bored. They offered me a management position after 2 weeks, collective. After 2 weeks of working, that could be significant. After 2 weeks of working somewhere, being offered a promotion, collective, you're a fast learner. You're a fast learner. This is what somebody here found out, whoever this energy is right here, that was moving towards you in the past, collective, okay? That is being slowed down. Okay, we're reading on the past. Hello, thank you so much for tuning in. What's up, Tammy? What's up, Lauren? Okay, all right. Yeah, Little Caesars, correct. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Little Caesars. That's where I was. So, all right. So, divine source, past energy, past confirmations. Okay, for the collective. Someone was talking, or there's something going to be coming forward about this. Let's see where this is going here. We have the Six of Cups out here in the upright. Okay. Was this talking in the background? Was this the rumors? Okay. Was this the smear campaign? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. So that was what it was, collective. So, majority of you listening in at this time, this was a smear campaign or rumors of some sort. Okay? All right? So, there we go. Seven of Swords out here in the reverse. Uh-huh. So, Collective, somebody out here just running their mouth. Collective, somebody out here just running their mouth in the past, just running their mouth, bumping the gums, don't know what they're saying, don't know who's saying it to them, okay? But they got all kind of demons talking to them, collective. They playing childhood games, childish games, collective, childish games right here, childish games, collective, okay? That's what they play. That's what they were playing. Divine source, you're in the collective that someone was playing childish games out here. These childish games involved many people, okay? And these childhood games could, like, what am I saying? Span different continents, okay, and different countries. You see how those baby images in there are all different shades? This could be something that spans different continents, okay? Different cultures, all right? Divine source, past inner, immature beings out here playing childish games. You immature and playing childish games, get your ass out of here. You know what I'm saying? Get your act together. Get your act together, okay? You can't be childish and playing childish games, like immature and playing childish games. Come on now. Come on now. Okay? And let them play. That's what I say, Queen. What's up, Queen? I say let them play. On the past energy, let them play. Because they about to hit some of these. Because they about to hit some of these. Because they about to hit some of confirmation with the revving of that motorcycle. They're about to hit some potholes in life, collective. We're talking about the past energy, past events. Okay? Past events. Yeah, no matter what. Okay? Collective. No matter what. All right? We got that mamba sita energy going on in the collective. Okay? In this collective. We got the mamba sita energy going on in this collective. Collective. Somebody's about to hit some potholes, collective. Okay? This is, again, or they were causing you in the past to hit potholes. We're talking about past energy. Causing you to hit potholes in the past, collective. Divine source, potholes, confirmation, a backstabber. Confirmation. Okay? Yep. Because when they play stupid games, they win stupid prizes. When they play stupid games, they win stupid prizes. We got a Queen of Swords out here, all right? I picked this up as the individual here who is kind of running the show. Past energy, a Queen of Swords energy out here kind of running the show. Okay? Divine source, we're going to pull some energy from it could be the Pope. All right? Or some religious figure. We're going to pull some cards from the stack here in a minute. Okay? All right? Ooh, so yes. Okay, so this was someone you had a family with, collective. This is someone, again, if this is resonating for your journey, this is someone you had a family with. Events of the past. Thank you so much for the love, everybody. We have 15, 15, 15 in the room, and 15 likes. 15, 15. Okay. Convert. Ding! In the earbuds. Okay. Confirmation on the 15, 15. All right. Collective. Family affair. It's a family affair. Past energy, divine source, a family, or your family. It's a family affair. All right. And everybody with some money, okay? All right, or this was about some money. We have Queen of Pentacles energy out here, collective. Okay, so this family, what was going on with this money in the past? What was going on with this money in the past? You have some ideas. I have some ideas. You have some confirmations. I have. Let's see. Somebody's name is Sly. Okay, all right, or someone thought they were, like a fox. The name Fox. All right, Queen of Pentacles, divine source. Who is this energy out here? Let me pull one more card. Past energy. Okay. Divine source. Who is this? Okay. All right. So whoever this is out here, someone was spending money. All right. This Queen of Pentacles energy out here. Someone was spending money, and if you are the Queen of Pentacles, you up there, girl. If you're the Queen of Pentacles energy, even if you are a male, okay, you up there, baby. You up there, Mike. Okay. So spending a lot of money out here to have you out hanging like beef jerky, baby. Somebody was treating you like a gutted calf. Somebody had you all sauteed up, ready for the rotisserie. They thought they were taking you out, collective. We got it right here. They were going to get this done in the name of Jesus, collective. Listen to me. In the name of Jesus, they going to get that done, collective. Mm-hmm. Yep. Mm-hmm. Walk around that bad boy 7 times, collective. Okay? They thought they were going to get this done, and they were using religion. Okay? That's why I said in the name of Jesus. Right? Because their name is Issa or Yeshua. Okay? No J in the Hebrew language. Okay? So if your name is Eric, and that's what your original name is in your culture, your parents gave it to you. If your name is Eric, and then at some point down the road, someone starts calling you Paul, where did you get Paul from? There's no P in the alphabet of our culture. I don't know. I just decided to start calling you Paul. Right? That's what they did Yeshua's name. That's what they did with Issa's name. They just, you know what? We just going to decide to call you this, okay? And remove as much of the name Yeshua as possible. Completely remove the name Issa. We're not using Arabic names. They completely get rid of Issa, right? So, all right. So, collective, someone calling you out of your name, that's a rumor, right? That's talking behind your back, okay? Because they surely didn't say it to your face. Where's your shirt, young man? Okay? Mm-hmm. Some of them are in the wash, and some hanging up, you know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know. Thanks for tuning in, though. Appreciate you. Okay? Divine source. Past energy, someone tried to put a big investment, or they did put a big investment into taking you out, collective. This is somebody in your family or someone you had a family with, okay? Or someone you had a family with, okay? Yep, confirmation. Again, all of the names that I use, even in hypothetical situation, is very relevant, okay? All of that is very relevant, okay? All right, so someone tried to hang you out to dry, okay? But you're not beef jerky. They tried to put you in jail. They tried to have you locked down. They could have tried to physically incarcerate you, tried to take you out, poison, unaliving, whatever this is right here. Ten of Swords energy out here. Okay, whatever that represents. Okay. So someone said, what's the real pronunciation? Grace, what do you mean? What's the real pronunciation? Oh, of their name? So they go by so you can call them a couple of different names. You know what I mean? So Logos, okay? Logos seventh circle, confirmation. So you can refer to that ascended master who's known as Christ or Jesus. You can call them Logos. You can call them Yeshua. You can call them Issa, okay? Son of God, okay? Ascended master, okay? Those are the names that I use, okay? I do not use you, Jesus, and I do not call them Christ because Christ, as we've learned in the Aquarian book of Yeshua and others, okay? What we've learned here on this channel and the blocked shadow band channel, Esoteric Gaia Extraterrestrial Earth Angel is the shadow band channel, is Issa or Yeshua or Issa. I said ISA, ISA, ISA. Okay? And so is that Christ is not a one being. Christ is the spirit of divine source. That is the Christos. Okay? That flows up and down your left side of your vertebrae. Kundalini energy flows up and down the right side of your vertebrae collective. Okay? All right? I'm a Master Builder 33, spiritual teacher, here for the 10th and final time. It's my job. That's what I do. Okay? I learn, then I teach, or I live. Okay? Life is a demonstration. Divine soul past energy, life is a demonstration. Okay? Right? Not like what, yes, that is correct. ISA. That is correct. That is correct. ISA. All right? We have a menace in the past. Okay? We're getting ready to move on to present energy. Okay? Okay. Oh, interesting, Brent. So are you speaking of the name Issa? Okay. I have seen that name in. I'm not 100%. I've seen it when I read the book of or shared the books of Enoch. I'm not sure. I know Logos was mentioned there, but in the Aquarian Gospel of Yeshua that we are currently sharing on this channel, every Sunday morning at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time and Wednesday evening at 8 Eastern Standard Time, we learned that their name, one of their names was Logos after they completed 7 stages to spiritual perfection. Okay, Logos 7 circle. Okay, and again, you and I can achieve that level as well. That's one of the things that is not spoken in churches is that Christ, as they call them, being that man, okay, that spirit was just that. Okay, they signed a contract just like you did before they got here to do certain things. Okay, and to fulfill a certain role. Okay, they just came to show you how to do it. Okay, not for us to sit there and stare up at them in awe, because he said, "Greater things than these shall you do." And he said, "Why stand you gazing up at me? Be about my Father's business." So our job is not to worship Jesus. Our job is not to worship Yeshua. They always pointed us to the true master. That is Aravat, Avarat. Their name is in the book of Enoch. Okay? So that's what their life was meant to do, was to show us how to do it. You want to become your highest, purest, truest self? This is how you do it. You want to overcome evil with good? This is how you do it. And he wasn't a pushover. He was not a pushover. Okay? The lady that he met at the well when he asked her for some water, and she said, I am a Jew. I have no place with a Hebrew or a whoever she called him. Okay? When he just asked her for some water, he told her that she was a whore. Okay? Because he told her, and the man that you are with now is not even yours. The one that you came to get this water for is not even yours. So you a hoe. Okay? So he wasn't nice like the Bible makes you think, like he was a doormat and he just let people say shit to him and walk all over him. He wasn't like that. Quite the opposite. Okay? Quite the opposite. Okay? Oh, sending great love. Thank you so much, Grace. Okay? Yeah. Came to show us how to do it. Okay? Not for us to sit there and worship him. Okay? Because he is not the great I am. Okay? That being is not. All right? So let's go ahead and move on to future or present energy collective. We got a menace out here to go ahead and tie up past energy. A menace. A menace. Okay? Stay alert, stay alive, collective, for peeping Toms or peeping Susans. Peeping Toms or peeping Susans out here, collective, with the menace. Someone who's watching you. Okay? All right? Pay attention to your neighborhood. Pay attention to those who show up when you show up and leave when you leave, collective, not to make you paranoid. All right? So, Divine Source, let's go ahead and take a look at, let me shuffle this stack here. And I said we were going to get some names, so let's do that. Divine Source, energy for the present, okay? Prepare the energy for the present, okay? Whatever comes out here, I'm just picking up whatever. I'm just grabbing stacks. We have Canada, Cayman Islands, and Cameroon, collective, okay? All right. Next. We have blue aura. So there's something about the blue aura, collective. The throat chakra is the blue aura, or is blue, but there's something, could be something about you needing to speak up about something. Okay? All right? In regards to what was done to you in the past, there are so many victims, millions the world over, that do not speak up in time. There are millions of victims the world over that do not speak up in time. Collective throat chakra. Blue, yeah, uh-huh. Go ahead and do something. Clear it out. Where's, oh, I have black tumor. Okay? Collective, go ahead. Clear it out. Clear it out. Clear it out. Okay? I speak even if my voice shakes. Okay? I speak even if my voice shakes. Okay? So, even if your voice shakes, even if you're sitting on the stand crying, speak the truth. Speak the truth. It's the only way to shame the devil. It's the only way to shame the devil is to speak the truth. Okay? So, blue aura. Okay? Use your throat chakra, collective. Tell the truth on the enemy. Tell the truth about yourself. Okay? Tell the truth on the light. Okay? Or truth of the light. Okay? Next. We have Clint Eastwood. Okay? So, obviously, that is a celebrity. Okay? For 70 years, 80 years now, Clint Eastwood. Okay? But there could be there's something about a Clinton. Okay? Clint or a Clinton. And there's something about a Eastwood, the Eastwoods, okay? Eastwoods Avenue, Eastwood Street, Eastwood Bay, Clinton County. I know there's a Clayton County in Georgia in the United States. Clint Eastwood. Could be something about a producer, okay? All right? Someone who's in the industry, that industry, Hollywood, something, okay? Hello. Show one more collective. What do we have? We have Move Away Silently collective. All right? Move away silently. You know what Divine Source just said? All right? For those of you who have been doing the work, this is when your justice comes in. As silent as you can be, move. Okay? As silent as you can be, move. Okay? Some of you will be able to tiptoe out with this justice. Okay? And just go start a brand new life, a brand new cycle, a new book. Okay? In a brand new land. Okay? Three of Wands energy. Okay? So, all right? Move away silently, collective. Move away silently. Just pop smoke. Okay? Just pop smoke. Just pop smoke. What I did. That's what I did. I didn't tell anybody I was giving anything away other than when I posted it on Facebook Marketplace. Okay? I just put it on there. Okay? Nobody knew I was renting a truck. Nobody knew I gave my Mercedes away. Nobody knew I gave my motorcycle away except for the people who took them. Okay? And the people who saw the ad on Facebook Marketplace. I didn't tell people who were friends for 30 years, collective. I didn't tell the people who I was at, whose church I was at for 20 years after the military, collective. I didn't tell that senior minister whose name is Stephen Lee Parker. I didn't tell him. I didn't tell anyone. Okay? I didn't tell the woman that who raised me to believe that she was my mother. I didn't tell her. I passed by her exit on the way to Arizona in the truck that I rented. Collective. Sometimes you just got to be bold. Sometimes you just got to be bold and just say, I have no idea where you are guiding me, but I see that you are, and I trust that. I don't know where you're guiding me, but I see that you are, and I trust that. Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in. And then I remained off the grid for nearly 20 years previously. Wow, Brand. Wow, wow, wow. Hello, Leah. Jackpot indeed. Jackpot indeed, Leah. Jackpot indeed. Okay. What's going on over there, Tammy? All right. So, current energy. Now taking a look at current energy. Current energy, we left off past energy with the menace. With the menace. Someone's name could be Dennis. Okay? Someone who was spending a lot of money to do against you. This is someone who's in your family for this particular past reading, okay? Or past energy, someone in your family, they were definitely trying to either imprison you or physically stop pneuma from flowing through your body. That is oxygen, that is divine source. One or the other, they were trying to take you out in some way, okay? And creating obstacles for you with this potholes out here. Creating obstacles for you, collective, okay? And this was several people, okay? This was several immature individuals out here. Several. Okay? You got some little brown over here, then you got some little olive skinned over there, then you got some little Caucasian European over there, then you got some little over there, and then you got it's a collection collective. It's a collection. It's a collection collective. Uh-huh. Yep. So, divine source or current energy confirmations for the collective, current energy confirmations that menace has no new beginning. I said no Three of Wands. I said it, and here it is, collective. I just said it a minute and a half ago. I just said it, and there it is. No growth, no expansion, no new horizon, only jail, only death, whatever form that comes in. They are going to receive all the hell they tried to send to you. Confirmation. They are going to receive all the hell that sent to you. Okay? Maybe so. Cooking in those potholes. Maybe so. In the middle of the street. Crazy ass people. Okay. They could be using, okay, things of that sort. Okay. Animals. Okay. Burying things. Someone says something about using those potholes. Okay. So we have someone out here who doesn't have, or people out here, beings out here, who do not have a new beginning, no expansion, no new horizon, divine source, present confirmations. Ooh, I saw the lovers in reverse, collective. They have no choice. The lovers in reverse, they have no choice, represents choices, okay? Amongst other things, choices, collective. Lovers in reverse, they have no choice but to face the music, okay? Because the fat lady is woo 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 woo. Fat lady singing, okay? Is that too much noise for 7:53 in the morning? Is that too much noise for 7:53 in the morning? All right. So, Three of Wands energy out here. Lovers in reverse. Someone has no choice, collective. No choice. Okay? No choice. And that could be a former lover, obviously. Okay? No choice, collective. No choice. Divine source. What else for the present confirmation for the collective? Present energy confirmations for the collective. Five of Swords message. Let's take a look and read. I say, I hear that hallelujah, Brent. I got that, man. I feel that, Brent. I feel that hallelujah. I'm with that. Yep, with that all day. You mentioned that song, Brent. Okay, the original was released by Sam Cooke, and I recently played that. That was recently part of the background music to a short on this channel. Okay, a change is gonna come. Brent just called the song out. He mentioned Bruce Springsteen, so Bruce Springsteen or something about spring, teen, spring, however that goes. Okay, your teen could be a spring birthday, however that goes. Bruce, okay? But I heard Sam Cooke's version. I shared that in the short confirmation Brent. Okay? So let's take a look at this message and see what this says. I wish I can take back. Here we go with the regret and the backfire. Here we go. Brittany! Man, we getting some in the room that we haven't seen in a long time. We getting some in the room. We have might be some about that collective. Somebody showing up you haven't seen in a long time. We getting some in here seen in a long time. All right, and both of their names start with a B. That's significant. That's significant. Shout out to Brittany and Brent. That's significant. We got a B and a B. All right, so B is significant, collective. All right, this message, here's a confirmation on this Three of Wands in reverse. I wish I could take back all the words I said to you. I get very angry when someone doesn't agree with me and I act impulsively. Collective. Look at that. Right there. Five of Wands message out here on the confirmation that they're in regret. Now they see that they can't move forward. They're on lockdown. They're on whatever, physically or spiritually, whatever that is. All of their money was just wasted. They will not get a return on that investment. Zero ROI, collective. Zero ROI. Somebody put it in the comments. Zero ROI. Zero ROI, collective. Zero return on that investment. Yep. Zero return on that investment. In the present energy, next, we have a Queen of Cups energy. Okay? Collective. All right. I'm thinking this might be you. Thinking this might be you. Present energy, Queen of Cups. Balanced, masculine, feminine energy. Okay? I had a very funny image. Very funny image, okay, recently, okay? And those of you who resonate with your spirit animal, okay, you could do this for your spirit animal, okay? So I have, but the mind is just very, and when you're meditating and you're tapping in and all that sort of thing, there's some interesting things that can be downloaded and that sort of thing. And Divine Source has a sense of humor, okay? Although they're not fucking around, that's what I like to say. So, God has a sense of humor, but they're not fucking around. They do. They have a sense of humor. Okay? So, but I was thinking about my spirit animals. Okay? And one of my spirit animals is the peacock. Okay? The Four of Pentacles fell down. Okay? And I was thinking about Divine Source, like, describing me. And just stay with me for a minute. I'm thinking about how Divine Source will be describing me. So, we have this being here. They are this, they are that, they are this, they are all wonderful things. Unconditionally loving, they are a healer, they are a truth speaker, they are a great listener, they are right, all they are a lover of the truth, right? All these things. Okay? Right? Painting this beautiful rosy picture of who I am. And then it spans over to the peacock. Okay? And the peacock turns around and is like, so after Divine Source says all that beautiful stuff and and all of these wonderful things about you, you know what I mean? You just turn to the cat, yeah, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Because that's masculine and the feminine, and that's why I said that, okay? That's why I said that. Alright? That's the balance of the masculine and the feminine, okay? A masculine man doesn't mean that, or female, it doesn't mean that they run around bossing everybody around. That's not what that means, okay? And for the man, beating his chest, talking about, I'm the man, that this is my house, where my dinner, that's a dumbass. Amen, ladies? That's a dumbass. Amen, ladies? Right? So, don't nobody want that kind of man or woman, okay? Really, truly, no one wants that type of person. They may be with that type of person, but no one wants that type of person. There's a big difference. Okay? Queen of Cups, Queen of Cups energy out here. Okay? Balanced energy, logical, emotionally balanced. Okay? Emotionally balanced. Uh-oh. Okay, so in the present, there's still something that is hidden. Okay, so in the present, there's still something that is hidden out here. Okay, still something that is unknown. Okay, let's switch decks. Yeah, amen. All right. So yeah, something that is still unknown out here. Something that is still unknown. Current energy confirmations for the collective. Divine source, what is currently still unknown? What is currently still unknown? I might ask this question a couple of times to get a few cards. What is still unknown, divine source? Any more for what? Any more for what's still unknown? Okay. So your work, okay, you're still not being recognized for whatever it is that you do, collective, in the way that your ancestors would be pleased or Most High would be pleased. Okay, this could be work that your ancestors did. Okay, they put in the investment, they bought the stock, they bought the property. Okay, they bought the life insurance and put your name on it as the beneficiary. Whatever this happens to be, collective, there is something that was done or is being done that is not being recognized. Okay, that could be what's in the dark. Ooh, Ace of Pentacles. It's in the reverse, collective, and Judgment in the reverse. So someone is still lying. Okay, Judgment in the upright represents the truth, collective. Okay, so someone's still lying about what they were doing. Okay, that's this energy here too. Okay, someone's still lying about the work that they were doing. Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. Someone was lying or is lying about this. But we have a Seven of Wands collective, and we're talking about current, okay? Present energy right now. We've already done past energy. Present energy right now, there is a victory, okay? In the present energy, there is a victory. Divine Source, talk to us about this victory. Divine Source, talk to us about the victory, okay? I for you in the name of Jesus. In the name of Jesus, we got the victory. In the name of Jesus, in the name of Jesus, Satan, you have to flee. All right, so victory, victory. Divine Source, what's the victory? What's coming for the victory? Are you going to show us? Are you going to tell us? I might need to pick up a new stack, a new deck. Yeah, let's pick up a new deck, okay? Thank you all so much for tuning in. Thank you everyone for the love wherever you're tuning in from. Again, I am in beautiful Thailand and have been traveling in Southeast Asia for a year. If you would like a personal reading, aka esoteric conversation with me, okay, please take a look at the description section of this live video and you can get that scheduled, time, zones coordinated, and such. Thank you so much to all of you who have and continue to, okay, schedule Reiki healing sessions, chakra blockage removal sessions, and all of the services that you take advantage of, okay? If you would like to sow another way, okay, you cannot give me money on YouTube because YouTube takes 45%, and I am a good servant over all that divine source entrusts me with. So I wouldn't just give away 45 cents of every dollar that you give me, collective. So I choose not to participate in YouTube's partnership payment whatever program. Okay? But if you would like to sow another way, you can purchase your father, or excuse me, you could purchase My Father Your King. That is a short story that is $4.99 on Amazon Kindle. $4.99. If you have Amazon Unlimited, it's free. Okay? And that's just a short story on my journey and experience with a warlock. Okay? Polygamous minister. Okay? So, those are ways that you can sow. All right, collective? So, let's sow. Okay? S-O and S-O-W. Okay? All right? And, where are we at here? Oh, Seven of Wands, collective. Seven of Wands. Okay? Victory. I was asking Divine Source about a victory and what is this pertaining to? How is this victory going to look for some of you? Woo, we got Ace of Cups sliding out. We got Ace of Cups sliding out. We got a wish fulfillment. How is it going to work? A wish fulfillment. Why didn't anything come out in the last shuffle of the last deck? Because I needed to pick up a new deck. Because Divine Source had the fulfillment. Ace of Cups right here, baby. Okay? We're talking about an overflow. Okay? We're talking about an overflow. Okay? When you have just enough, even if your cup is full and it's not overflowing, even up to full, okay, you are limited in certain ways in how you can give. Cup overflows, then it can pour out onto others. Okay? This has to deal with your energy, not just money. This has to deal with your light. This has to deal with your words. This has to deal with your walk. This has to deal with everything that you do. Everyone you interact with. The person you meet at the grocery store standing in line. Cashier that you speak to when you have a bad day. Are you going to take it out on them? This has everything to do with it. Okay? Collective. Ace of Cups. Wish fulfillment out here. Divine Source. Okay? Wish fulfillment, collective. And this is in the present energy. So, something's lurking around the corner. Okay? We read that or saw that. Okay? Which angel number was that lurking around the corner? 1144. Okay? You could be a Master Builder 11 or a Master Builder 22 or a Master Builder 33. Okay? But we have love and other happiness lurks just around the corner. Collective, for somebody, right around the corner. Okay? It could be a country mile or it can be a New York block. You know what I'm saying? It can be a country mile or it can be a New York block. What's around the corner? What's around the corner? Okay? Someone said 11 I.m. Okay? So Divine Source, currently, no more deception. Okay? Deception flipped over. Okay? No more deception. Ace of Cups out here for a wish fulfillment. When you get this with this Seven of Wands energy out here, there's a victory. No more gaslighting. Look at this. Some of you were being gaslit by somebody you were sleeping with. Gaslit by somebody you're sleeping with. Gaslit by sleeping with. Gaslit by sleeping with. Gaslit by sleeping with. The bed broke down because they sleeping around. Gaslit, bedroom bent. Gaslit, bedroom bent. Yeah, for sure. Yep, agreed. Okay. Hello, Denise. What's going on? Okay. All right. So, broken bed, someone who was a gaslighter, so someone who you were in bed with, collective, for the majority of you. That's why the energy's out here. It was someone that you were once in bed with. Could have been the first love, could have been the last love, could have been the second love, could have been the fifth love, could have been the third love, could have been the eighth love. Somebody you were in bed with, collective, gaslighter. Okay? Gaslighting. Say one thing at 9:45, ask them again at 9:46. It's a completely different answer. collective. Somebody gaslighting you. Okay? And I'm feeling a little country. Yeah, uh-huh. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I like it when my Sam Elliott come out. I like it when my Sam Elliott come out. Collective, all right? So present energy, whoever this is, they can't gaslight you anymore, okay? They can't gaslight you anymore. Divine source, thank you so much for blocking all the karmic energy. Ooh. Collective. No more, no more, no more, no more. Hit the road, Jack. No more. What you say? Hit the road, Jack. Don't come back no more, no more, no. Collective, this was a love buddy. Somebody who used their cooch or their wand in order to seduce. Collective. We're grown. We can have grown folks conversations. So, yeah, we're grown. We can have grown folks conversation. Okay? I'm liking the love in the room. I'm liking the love in the room. All right? Collective. Somebody out here using their wand, using their cooch to seduce. Collective. Using their wand, using their cooch to seduce. Okay? This could be part of the gaslighting that they were doing to you. Okay? All right? Kept thinking if they threw it at you, that was the way that they were going to lure you in. But at some point, you woke up and you realized, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. Your cooch might be all right. Your wand might be all right. But, nah, I got to go. And you left, right? You walked away at some point because otherwise, if you didn't, you wouldn't be getting this justice. If you didn't walk away, you wouldn't be getting this justice. We're talking about the current energy right now. Okay? Present confirmations. Not being able to be gaslit anymore. They can no longer block the divine love coming towards you, collective. Look at this reverse bully out here. Okay? This love bully stepping on Cupid. Now they have no grounds to stand on. Okay? Collective. So, Cupid's about to strike. Cupid's about to strike. Cupid's about to strike. Okay? Cupid's about to strike. Congratulations. Okay? Yep. Yeah, if that part doesn't resonate for you, then yeah, of course. All right. This could also be something about an enhancing of a relationship. You know, you and your partner going to the next level. All right. Going to the next level. All right. Or you and the new one going to the next level. Divine source. Present confirmations for the collective. Present confirmations for the collective, divine source. Present confirmations. So we have an Eight of Wands out here in reverse. Okay? Well, I don't think we've had this energy out here in a minute. Okay? Someone says, meet me. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. Okay. All right. So, all right. Present energy, someone can't travel. Look, collective. Divine source is saying something is being shut down. Look what's in reverse. Gaslighting in reverse. Boom. Travel. Communication. Boom. In reverse. Stopping your love life. Stopping Cupid from striking you and your divine. Boom, in reverse. Collective. Divine is saying it's all over. It's all over. Okay? Like Vince Carter in the 2000 slam dunk contest. It's like it's over. I said Vince and Carter. Okay? Vince, Vincent, Carter, Vincent Carter, Daytona Beach, Florida, Mainland High School, Daytona Beach, Florida, Vincent Carter. His wife's name or his mother's name is Michelle. Michelle. Okay? His mother's name. What else? Went to North Carolina, okay? University of North Carolina, the same university Michael Jordan went to. Vince Carter. Collective, all of this out here. All of it out here. It's all right here. It's all right here. Look. They can't do anything. Okay? So walk like you know it. They can't do anything. So walk like you know it. Okay? Walk like you know it. Okay? You're right in front of their face, collective. They can't see you. Okay? You're right in front of their face. They can't see you. So, we have a wish fulfillment coming in here. Okay? Wish fulfillment coming in here. Okay? And again, we're going to stop it there. Stop it there, Divine. Let's pull one more card for the present energy. Okay? Again, let's grab the dice. Okay? All right? So let's get a number. This number could represent anything for you. It's a number 1 through 12. Okay? This number could represent anything for you. Okay? Anything for you. First number, 6. The number 6. First number, 6. Could represent anything for you. Okay? In this reading, on this journey, any confirmation here. Next number, 11. 11. 11. Next number, 11. Last and final number. I feel like I'm doing the lottery. Like, last number, 1. It's purple. The lighting in here really is not that purple. Okay? The dice is, all right, but the number is gold, but it's the number 1. The number 1. 6, 11, 1. 6, 11, 1. So November 6th, okay? November 5th. Oh no, November 1st, January. Okay, so January could be significant. Okay, June. Okay, we are in Cancer season currently, and in a Mercury retrograde. Okay, and in a Mercury retrograde. All right, so any of that could be significant. All right. 6, 11, 1. Then we're going to roll 6, 11, 1. 6, 11, 1. Zodiac signs. We have Pisces. Pisces. Water sign, Pisces. We have a Pisces. Next water sign. Could be a water sign. All right. Next zodiac sign. Okay. Is a Virgo. We have a Virgo. A Virgo. Okay, we have a Virgo. Okay. Pisces, Virgo, Aquarius. We have Aquarius. Pisces, Virgo, Aquarius. Pisces, Virgo, Aquarius. Okay? Pisces, Virgo, Aquarius. All right? One more pull. One more pull. Energy, current energy, divine source. One more confirmation. Current confirmation for the collective. Divine source, do you have one more confirmation for the collective? One more confirmation. Everything's being turned around here, collective. Everything's being turned around here. Check out the bottom of the stack. Top of the stack, I mean. Everything's being turned around, collective. It's all being turned around. Confirmation for the cusp. Okay? Yeah, the 1111 and 11 or 111 is hitting. Okay? All right. Confirmation. Okay? It's 822. That's 3. On the 111, that's 3. A 30. It's 822. I just looked up there. Okay? So, confirmation on the 111, Leah. Confirmation. Divine source, let's get into the future. Let's get into the future. Okay? I wanna fly like an eagle till I'm free. Fly like an eagle, let my spirit carry me. I wanna fly like an eagle till I'm free. Fly right into the future. Free, collective. You trigger wounds from my past that I haven't let go of yet. I can't stop focusing on my mistakes and feeling regret. Collective. This is the individual that you were in bed with or the family member. Yeah, confirmation, Leah. I'm liking your energy, Leah. All right? So, collective. Someone out here that you were here with, okay? Or you were here with, okay? Is feeling regret, feeling remorse. Sorry for what they did. Sorry for what they Sorry for the money they spent on trying to stop you, hinder you, halt you, imprison you, murder you, whatever this is. Someone's sorry, okay? Sorry, okay? All right? Collective, just accept their apology without their apology, okay? Accept their apology without their apology, right? Mm-hmm. It's better for you, okay? Yeah, that's where they need to start. And that's on the real, Anu Moon. What's up, sunshine? Okay? That's on the real. That's what they need to do. Okay? All right? So, collective, somebody out here is repentant. They are sorry. Okay? You trigger childhood wounds because you a healer. You a healer. Everywhere you go, you change the room, the temperature. Okay? Goes up or down depending on what's needed, collective. You change the room, collective. Okay? They use witchcraft to be a chameleon, but you are the real one. They use witchcraft to be the chameleon, but you are the real one. Just blending in seamlessly like a plaque on the wall until it's time for you to stand up and stand out. And then, bam! And then you go back until Divine Source calls your agent number again. Okay? Until Divine Source calls your agent number again. Okay? So collective, okay? Don't wait for an apology. I can tell you that much. Okay? That's the first place to start for healing. Okay? And removing them from you. Okay? Have no expectation of the past that disappointed you. Again, I think it's episode 10 in the shorts on this channel, Morning Java with Nehru. I spoke to the reason why the past is to never be forgotten. Because people say, never forget where you came from. In that short, I shared the one reason why that's significant, and it's not why most people say it. Most people say it so that you come back crawling. Don't forget where you came from when you get your success. Don't forget where you came from when you get your money. Don't forget where you came from when you get your. Don't forget where you came from when you get your degree. Don't forget where you came. They say that in a low vibrational tone. Okay? But they're not doing anything to get themselves up out of the ghetto, okay, or whatever circumstance or situation they're in. They're not doing anything to get themselves out, collective, and that's another sign that it's time to walk away. When you're carrying all of the load, there's a time to walk away. Collective, I'm not a marriage counselor. I'm a spiritual teacher. Okay? Born on the 333rd day of the year. Okay? I'm not a marriage counselor. Okay? I'm a spirit guide. Collective. Credit cards out here. Okay? So, in the future, okay, are you about to go on a spending spree? Okay, collective? Are you about to go on a spending spree? You about to go, oh, wait a minute. Ooh, we got a big boom. We got a big boom, collective. We got a big boom. Yeah, it is like yin and yang. Okay? Yeah. They will be envy. I think that came out in the last, something about jealousy or something like that. I think that came out in the last energy check-in. Envy. Someone said envy and envious is in the room, or envy is in the room, and someone said envious, so that's significant. Okay? Yeah, forgiveness is always for us, collective, okay? It's always for us, all right? Do not ever expect someone who hurt you, okay, or did something against you wrongfully, unlawfully, unconsensually, non-consensually, unconsensually, non-consensually, all right? Never, collective, expect an apology back from someone who, no, never, okay? Yep. Because you're just causing stagnation for yourself. Because you're sitting there hoping confirmation with that click. Thank you, ancestors. You're just sitting there waiting for someone to apologize from you. Meanwhile, divine source and your ancestors are like, come on, they're no good for you. Rejection is protection. Let's go. Come on, let's go. Let's get up. Come on, we got to get you going. Come on, rejection is protection. Rejection is protection. No is a complete sentence. No is a complete sentence. You know? So, yeah. All right? This is why I feel so strongly about never accepting the past back. Okay? This is why I'm so passionate about not accepting the past back. Okay? Yep. Yep. That's exactly right, Brent. Okay? And envy. Okay? We got zombie in the reverse. We got something going boom, collective. What is this? This is some interesting future energy. We'll have to see what this is about. Look, collective. Ooh, confirmation bird. Somebody getting busted for credit card fraud or something. Someone's gonna get busted for credit card fraud. For future energy. The Hanged Man. Okay? The Hanged Man collective. Someone's taking a break from everything so that they can meditate and release old ways of thinking. Okay, collective? Someone's taking time to do that while they sit in jail, prison, whatever, death row. whatever, life in prison. Someone's now reconsidering their choices and their ways. Someone's now reconsider. Confirmation ding collective in the earbuds. Somebody now is reconsidering their choices. Yep. Moving on. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Okay. Thank you. Could be in the energy of truly being free and single at this time. Okay. And you could be available, free, single, ready to mingle. Okay. You're healed, ready to get back out there. Okay. You're taking candidate applications. Okay. Right? Whatever that, however you collective, however that process goes for you. All right. Oh, I am doing to get back on. Well, yeah, really to get back on, um, a rigid exercise regime because this particular hotel has a gym and pool and all of that sort of thing. Okay. And it's been a minute since I've been at a hotel that had a gym, even though I do Tai Chi. Um, but so I am today, or at least when did I start? Like 7 o'clock last night. I am doing a liquids only diet for 24 hours. Liquids only. Okay. So, and I only drink water and coffee. I very rarely drink anything else. Very rarely do I drink anything else other than water and coffee on a daily basis. But I'm doing a 24-hour liquids only, okay? Yeah. So, all right. But I'm going to add some cranberry juice to that as well, all right? I am a kidney transplant recipient. Okay, again, as I mentioned, carry three, carry three, okay? All right. I am now having to recall the past and challenging, yeah. Fraudulent records resulting from collusion actions that were, yeah. Confirmation, Brent. Confirmation, Brent. You are amongst family, okay? In that sense, Brent. You are amongst family, Brent, okay? You are amongst family. Something's going boom. Someone's in the hanged man position, okay? Divine source, future energy. What else for the future? For the collective. What else for the future? What else for the future? Future collective promises. Promises. Okay? Someone's going to have to watch you from afar. You get me? Okay? Someone's going to have to watch you from afar, collective. On the screen. This might be because they're incarcerated. This could be because they leave this planet. Okay? The things that they were doing to you or sending to you, okay? Or whatever they were trying to take or whoever they were trying to take, okay? Four of Swords message out here. We have a lot of messages out here. Maybe somebody has a message, collective. Okay? You could be getting a message. We have a lot of messages out here. Okay? It's been a long time since we've had this many messages out here. Okay? In the cards. It's been a long time since we've had this many messages. I am taking advantage of that envy, okay, of the gym facilities and everything. All right, so yeah, so I'm going to do a 24-hour liquid only, and yeah, all right. Brent, it's all part of your victory, okay? I can tell you that if you stay the, it's all part of your victory because that's exactly how divine source works, okay? You want to know something that's very funny to me? As I continue to ascend and continue to understand man, and when I say man, I mean human, okay? And what is going on, Grace? Oh, okay, okay, okay. That sounds great, Adumun. Um, so, one of the things, hmm, I shouldn't have looked away. I shouldn't have stopped my train of thought in that moment. Okay? But anyway, someone's going to be having to look at you from a distance, collective. All right? From a distance. Okay? Or from the ethers because they are no longer going to be here. Oh, messages are coming. Thank you very much. Okay? It must be some type of communication coming in with all of these messages out here. I can't remember the last time we had how many messages out here? In one energy check in? Like, look at all these messages out here, collective. Like, there's somebody or some people that has something to say. Okay? Or these are strong, strong feelings coming in right now, energetically. These are strong emotions coming in. All right? So they can only watch you from a distance now, collective. Someone's initials could be RV or VR, as you see on this card. RV, VR, something about an RV, collective. RV, VR, collective. The C is missing. Okay? VCR. All right? For those of you who know, you know. All right? All right. Ooh, and a Nine of Cups in reverse. So in the future, someone is not going to be receiving a Ace of Pentacles and confirmation for the Justice in reverse. Again, they're not believed. They're not gonna be believed. We got Judgment in reverse for a liar and someone who is false. That's what the Judgment in reverse is. Someone who is false. Okay? All right? Or believing false lies. And then we have justice in the reverse. So they are not being believed, they are not telling the truth, and they get no justice. Not telling the truth, not being honest, no justice. I can ask and see, Tammy. Okay? Yep, we can ask and see. Confirmation, Denise. Nope. Okay? They cannot. Okay? I say the first lesson that we should teach our children, listen to me, when they can comprehend, and I would start speaking it before they can even respond verbally. I would start teaching them this. Before they learn their ABCs, I would start speaking this to them. Along with meditations, along with clearing their energy. They don't understand physically, the brain doesn't, what you're doing when they're 2 days old, okay? And you have crystals laying around them on day one when you get home. But they will. And their spirit does because their spirit is mature. Okay? Right? Because trust me, ladies, you don't want to give birth to a mature physical man or woman. Okay? So, all right? So start it. But the first lesson I say is before they learn their ABCs, is we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against the spiritual powers of wickedness of this world that come to steal, kill, destroy. Those things that have come to bring life. Those beings that have come to bring life. That's the first lesson a child needs to be taught. So that when they go to school and they encounter a bully, they understand, oh, mommy and daddy said I wrestle not against flesh and blood. Okay. So, now that I understand that, mommy told me this is what I need to do. This is what I need to do. Whatever that is. Okay? so that your kid understands from the very beginning that you are a spirit being, son, daughter, okay? And I was just merely a vessel, or I was merely a contributor, men. But you have a divine path, and there will be those who come to stop you and hinder you and halt you. But I want you to know something. You have some tools, and I have some wisdom. First lesson. Before they can even hold a crystal in their hand, first lesson. First lesson. Okay? First lesson. Okay? They might be sitting there, they might be chewing on the card. You know what I'm saying? While you talking to them, they might be chewing on the card. You know what I'm saying? You know how babies are. You know what I mean, right? Yeah. Talk to them. Talk to them. You do it when they're in the womb. You do it when they come out of the womb. Since you start talking to them, you already goo goo gaga goo goo. You already, so you might as well. You're talking to them on that level physically. You might as well talk to them on this level spiritually, because again, they are mature spiritually. This is not their first ride here. They may have given birth to you in a past lifetime, or been the contributor to you being here. Okay, so collective. Just saying, okay? This is more than a tarot channel, that's for sure, and I'm not a tarot reader, okay? So, future energy, no justice for them. They continue to lie, or they were lying, or lied up until the point when they ran out of time. And then when they ran out of time, they might have started talking, but then it's too late. You know, once mediation is done, what are you going to do? Once mediation is done, is there anything else? No? Okay. All right. Parties dismissed. He wants to come forward and now they wants to say something. But there's no judgment for them. Okay? You just walked away, or you are walking away. Interesting. New moon. What's up, Soul Queen? What's up, Soul Queen? Future energy collective. What else can you expect? You can expect the truth. Hot damn. You can expect the truth, collective. King of Wands energy. Okay? You can expect the truth. In the future, when it's all said and done, like Brent said, when it's all said and done, whatever timeline that is for you, whatever day, whenever the cock crows, whenever the rooster roosts, whenever the cow moves, whatever that is, okay? Okay? Whenever the dog farts, okay? Right? Whatever that is, collective, at that divine time, we have the truth. King of Wands energy, okay? The truth coming out here, collective. Authorities also, this could represent an organization of authorities, or authorities coming. It's been a long time coming, but I know change gonna come. Oh, yes it will. Collective. Knight of Pentacles energy. Slowest moving energy in the deck. We are talking about the future. We've gone through the past energy. We've gone to the present energy. Now we're looking at your promises, collective. We have the truth. Them not getting away with whatever they did is a part of the future energy that's going to be confirmed. and we have the Knight of Pentacles. This could make you popular, well known in your community, okay? When this person gets picked up, okay? All right? But some type of pentacle coming out here. Divine source in the future with the truth. What does this represent? Okay? With the truth. What does this represent? Ooh, okay. So, divine source. What else does this represent? An investment, rest. Okay? Okay. And continued fighting in the background. They could be fighting about this long after you've already received your justice, collective, I'm getting. Okay? Take a look. They could be fighting about this long after you get your justice. This is the way I'm seeing this. Truth comes in, future energy. Truth comes in, future could be tomorrow. Future could be an hour from now. Future could be next week, next month, next year. Collective, future. King of Wands, truth coming in. Right behind the King of Wands, we have the Knight of Pentacles. Right behind the Knight of Pentacles, we have several energies. Okay? Okay? We have a poisoning of some sort, collective. Okay? Or a needle injection. Okay? When you receive this pentacle, this is going to be a financial injection, a wealth injection, a wealth injection, a wealth injection. That's me pushing the needle into the wealth injection. Pentacles in the upright for a prosperous new start. Behind the Knight of Pentacles and the Night Owl in reverse. If you have been kept up because of your finances, okay, that is going to be more. Okay? If you had to work 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 12, 10, 25 jobs, no more. Okay? You had the second shift and the third shift, the first shift and the third shift. You opened and closed the store, no more. Okay? Six of Pentacles out here, collective. And the Night Owl in reverse. You're going to be able to rest. Confirmation with that click. They're still going to be fighting in the background, collective. They're still going to be fighting in the background. Long after you're gone, long after you've received your justice, you've been on 4 and 5 vacations, you got a new boo, y'all got divine babies popping out. You know what I'm saying? They're still over there arguing, collective. All right? Your twins graduated high school, getting ready to go to college. Your divine twins with your divine partner, collective, they still arguing. Your divine son, divine daughter, spirit babies, now they got babies. Now you a grand divine being. Now you a grand earth angel. Now you a grand earth daddy angel. Mama angel. They still arguing, collective. 50 years later, collective, they still arguing. Still arguing. Okay? Well into you and your new life journey, collective. They will still be back there in the matrix. They will still be back there stuck to the 3D and arguing over who didn't flush the toilet. You know what I'm saying? Just all right, divine source. I think we're gonna go ahead and get ready to close it out. Okay? I think we're gonna get ready to close it out. Okay? Confirmation for I love minds already. Confirmation for I love minds already. Yep, I can say that. I don't Doesn't matter anything to me about what she does as long as it's legal. Okay? She can be a secretary or she could be the Secretary of State. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Okay? What's important to me is that spiritually we are aligned and she is interested in continuing to ascend and awaken and discover and rediscover. And she is an advocate for justice. Okay? Her race, ethnicity, skin tone, how, those things don't matter to me. Okay? All right, collective. Okay? Someone said, please don't close. What time is it? 8:50, 8:51, 8:51, 8:51, 8:86, 1986. Okay? 1. Okay? 58 could be significant. Age or year. Okay? 58. Okay? Or 59. There is a 1 there. Think about it, collective. January of 58, January of 85. What we got going on? Ooh, you're gonna get a refund. You're gonna get a refund. You're gonna get a refund. Look, you're gonna get a refund, collective. Look, it took, but he come back. You see the money chaser in reverse, collective? They tried to take your money, but here it comes. Here it comes. Here it comes. Collective. Choo choo. Collective. Okay? Right. So, refund, reimbursement. Okay? This is a judge's call. A judge is going to make this call. Okay? Authorities are going to make this call. Okay? CIA, FBI, DEA, sheriff, private investigators, judges, attorneys, Supreme Courts. Yeah, they're making this choice. They're making this choice. Okay? They're making this choice. All right? Someone can no longer be a money chaser out here. Money chaser in reverse and the Ace of Pentacles collective. We got it out here twice, once in reverse and once in the upright. They tried to steal it in the past. It came out in reverse collective. And the Hanged Man again. Collective. 5 of Swords energy out here with that Hanged Man. Again, I'm just waiting. Right, collective? I'm just waiting. You're just waiting. You're just waiting, collective. All right. I just picked up some cards, collective. I said an agency. So some of you are going to get this information, okay, via a government agency. This protection program. That card fell down. What does that say? Ooh, the names. These names, it just fell down, collective. Y'all are sitting here watching this like I am. It just fell down. Look. Okay? Sleep well, Denise. Sleep well. Thank you so much, as always. Okay? Oh, Janice, Janice, or Janice, like Genesis, the beginning. Okay? The first. Gene, male or female, and Gene. Okay? We know Gene Hackman, okay, and the suspicious way in which he left this earth. Okay? Gene Hackman, okay, and his wife. Many of you are familiar with the way that he left, him and his wife, the suspicious way, interesting way. Okay? So, someone could be a hacker, hackman, okay? And something about witness protection. Collective. Government agency is going to be knocking on some of your doors, or, I don't know, reaching out to you somehow, some way. Okay? However they do that. Okay? All right. So, Let's go ahead and pull angel. We started with angel numbers. Let's go ahead and finish up with angel numbers. Angel numbers that came out were high vibes and good times collective. This is exactly where you're headed. This is exactly where you're headed. Okay? This is exactly where you're headed. Good vibes and good times. Okay? Someone had a question, okay, about their spirit animal. Are they still here? Okay. Someone had a question about their spirit animal. Are they still here? Someone had a question about their spirit animal. Are they still here? Okay. Before we go, get their question answered, if I can, if Divine Source gives that, okay, shows that. Are they still here? Spirit animal still in the room. Spirit animal seeker, are you still in the room? Oh, guess not. Okay. So again, collective, thank you for tuning in. This is like some good news, collective. I mean, we've gone through a past, present, future. Excellent on the moon. Okay. Yes, yes, yes. It is a process. It is a process. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It is a process. That healing journey, it is a process. Okay? It is. And yeah, okay? It is. Because it's meant to be that way. So that you learn a lesson, so that you do not repeat it, so that you recognize the next time the enemy tries to slide one under your nose the next time, then you'll know. Okay? Because you'll see it coming. Okay? From your peripheral, you'll see it coming. Like, I know that. hmm I've dealt with that before. I know exactly how to handle that type of energy. I don't need to get mad. I don't need to get upset. I need to go and I need to do this meditation. I don't need to do that. I need and I need to do this. I need to do that. I need to do this. I know exactly how to handle that demon. I know exactly how to handle that spirit. hmm And that's how you become your highest, purest, truest self. And again, speaking up. Speaking up. Okay? When your opportunity arises, speak up. Yep, confirmation for trusting your knowing. Okay? I had an encounter. So let me ask you a question, Brent. Did you call? Did you call FBI headquarters, or did you call like a local, a state local office, Brent? Okay. Mm. So, this is what I was told to do. Okay. All right. Or heard to do. That you could do. So, and if you live in the DC area, if you reside in Brent's case, if you reside in the DC area, you need to call a jurisdiction outside of, okay, Virginia, because, okay, there are cells within there, okay. So call a jurisdiction outside of where you live. You may not live in DC, okay, and then if that's the case, then that's fine, right? So if you have called the FBI, okay, in regards to things that have gone on with you domestic situations, gang stalking, witchcraft, thievery. If you know your state FBI agencies, offices, and they're not doing anything, call an office out of state. You can call any FBI office. Yeah, you do not have to call the one within your state. Okay? So, okay? Helpful, not sure. And if it's not helpful for you, Brent, that could be helpful for someone else. If you're not, if if you're being told that you need to contact someone, you might need to go outside of your state in order to get something actually done, especially with an agency such as the FBI, CIA, those types of agencies. Yeah. Okay. So, closing energy. We are going to pull some angel numbers and then get some closing energy. So I don't know. I don't know your situation, but I like the phone call. Okay? Even today, as efficient as emails and all of that is, okay? Because they hack into emails. I mentioned Gene Hackman, so hacker. So I, it's better to me, it's better, at least initially, if you can talk to someone on the phone, get them on a video chat of some sort, okay? And that way you know that you are talking to the individual that you are talking to, okay? And that they say who they are. They are who they say they are. And them to know that you are who you say you are, right? Right, exactly, Zoom. And that's why I use Zoom for my esoteric conversations and tarot readings, whatever you want to call them. That's why you use Zoom for all of those meetings, because the enemy is slick, as we have found out, collective. They are. Okay, we have no problem saying that. That was a slick one. Uh huh. That was a slick one. Not this time, no snake. That was a slick one, but not this time though, fox. That was a slick one. Okay. Divine Source, can you give us closeout angel numbers? All right, collective. Closeout angel numbers. It is 903. 903. Closeout angel numbers. Man, that's a lot. Something about the number 4. We have 1111. We've been talking about it in the chat, babies. For those of you who were resonating with this, look at it. It's a wish come true. 1111. Grrr. I'm just joking, I mean. She said I'm a formidable force. That's why I did that. Thanks, Animal. Thank you so much. All right. Send great love to you. Okay? All right. And thank you, Brent. All right. So 2020, compassion. 2020, compassion. You might need to have compassion for someone that you met in 2020. Okay? You might need to have compassion for someone. 20. Two individuals could be 20. Okay? You could have started this job in 20. Okay? Or you could have started it, something started when you were 20. You could have supposed to get this inheritance or whatever this was when you were 20, whatever those Ace of Pentacles or Ace of Cups represent fulfillment is. We have swift action, okay? Swift action. 0808 and 1414. Okay? Light it up, collective. Light it up. High vibes, good times, wish come true, compassion. Okay? Also, compassion, divine sources again reminding me about cup analogy. When your cup overflows, collective, it is for you to sow into others, seed, time, and harvest. You don't have to get all crazy. Do not go back to the hood. Get out of the hood. Get a new place. Who cares if you're the only one of your ethnicity on the block? Collective, go live the way you want to live, how you want to live. Okay? Under divine guidance. Okay? Let them watch from a distance. Okay? Let them watch with their night vision goggles. Okay? NVGs. Okay? Let them watch with their night vision goggles. Okay? Let them watch with their infrared technology. You know what I'm saying? Wow, our new moon. So there's one case. So it is real. It does happen. Yes, it is. So there's one case right there. Our new moon's case. Okay. Justice over over our new moon's case. Divine source. We declare it. We already know it. Okay. Justice. Take a look at these angel numbers, collective, and see how they resonate. Okay. Take a look at these angel numbers. See how they resonate for you. Okay. So the numbers 4, 4, and 1, 1 are significant no matter how you're seeing them at this time, collective. The numbers 1 and 4 are significant no matter how you're seeing them. 1, 4, 4, 4, 1, 4, 4, 4, 1, 1, 4, 1, 4, 1, 1, 4, 4, however you're seeing them, collective. Those two numbers are significant. Okay? Oh, let me give a shout out to someone that I recently met. Okay? I met them during my visa run. Okay? And his name is Edward. Okay? All right? And yeah, so shout out. Okay? Shout out to you, Edward. Thank you so much for subscribing. They sent me a message to let me know that they subscribed. And yeah, okay? He is a spiritualist as well. Okay? Connected to Gaia. Okay? The name Edward. All right? Edward is from Russia. Edward is from Russia. Angel Numbers Collective. So someone was 20, confirmation. Shout out to Edward. Thank you so much, Edward. All right. All right. So some closing energy, collective, very quickly here. We ended up with the death energy out here showing on the bottom of the stack that we were using last year. All right. So collective, every death brings new life. Divine source closing energy. Ooh, and we got the It came back out. This time it popped out and it was upright, collective. You might want to get ready. I think in the last reading we got passport, collective. If your passport is not ready, collective. If your passport is not ready, your ancestors and divine source is saying, go down there on Saturday. Go down there on Monday morning. Go down there, fill out the application online. You can probably do it online now. You need to renew your visa or your passport, whatever it happens to be for you, collective. Someone might need to renew their visa to stay in another country. All right, collective, fast. Something's happening fast, picking up energy. I say fast, but it's picking up energy. Okay? Say less. That's right. Yeah, get to it. Get to it. That's right. Get to it. Get to it. Okay? All right, collective. So something's happening fast. Communication or travel. Communication or travel. Closing energy for the collective. Closing energy for the collective. Okay? Be aware of those who are still going to try to come in, collective. Again, they're still going to be fighting on the side. When your grandkids graduate, when your great, great, great grandkids your age, they still going to be arguing. They still going to be arguing. Uh-huh. Still. So just be aware of that, collective. There's still going to be talkers. They still try to come in and break up your divine union. The one that's really truly divine. They're still going to, whenever that happens for you, whatever the promises are, whatever your Ace of Cups looks like, if it's not marriage, whatever it is, your career, your ambitions, your hopes, your dreams, your aspirations, collective. Because if you ain't got no haters, you must be doing something wrong. Okay? All right? You're going to have haters. That's a sign that you're doing something right. Okay? Because divine beings don't even hate the ones who came against them. Okay? I don't hate Kevin. I don't hate Judy. Okay? I don't hate Renee. I don't hate Roxanne. I don't hate Steve. I don't hate Jonathan, Jacqueline. I don't hate them. Okay? Yolanda, Denise. I don't hate them. Delois. I don't hate them. I don't. Okay? That's how you know you're unconditionally loving. That's how you know. Okay? When someone can fuck you over and you still go on to love, that's how you know you're unconditionally loving and you're healed. When someone fucks you over and you heal and you can go on, that's how you know. Mm-hmm. Yep, hate takes way too much energy, way too much. Something awaits me outside the country. Brent, take the step when the door opens, buddy. When the door opens, take the step. Okay? Take the step. Okay? I didn't know what Divine had planned for me a year ago. Okay? But I got my passport in 2018 because I thought I was going to be traveling out of the country at that time. But that didn't happen. Okay? That was a former tax client and they rescinded their offer. Okay? To bless me with whatever that was that they said they were going to bless me with. Okay? So a cruise could be significant. All right? But I didn't use my passport. I got it in 2000, no, 19. I got it in 2019, but I didn't use it until last year. I thought I was going to use it in 19. So collective, if you have your passport, make sure everything's good, okay? Make sure you have a couple pages that are free, that are blank. All right? Fast moving energy, you're going to have haters no matter where you go when you're doing something right, collective. You're going to have haters no matter where you go. Yeshua had haters. That's why they did what they did. Yeshua had haters. With all the miracles, children, raising the dead, blind being able to see again, lame being able to walk, okay? Mentally challenged, thinking clearly, talking clearly, the deaf being able to hear, all that he did, and man still took him out, collective. So, if you ain't got no haters, you must be doing something wrong, okay? Because divine beings do not hate anyone, not even the enemy. So the only hate is sent towards or sent from low vibrational energy. That's it. Shall see. It's different for everyone. hmm We shall see, Brent. It's different for everyone. Similar stories, different timelines, different names. You know, the names change, but the demon remains the same. Lucifer is Satan, is Jezebel, is Lilith, is Apophis, is Beelzebul, is the serpent. All of that is darkness. All of those spirits are. So I say devil today, hmm Lucifer tomorrow, hmm and they're Luciferians. Okay, I think so. Okay, really, truly, just stand there, okay, and continuously, boldly tell your truth. Never cower. Okay. At times when you stood alone and you were saying things that even your closest followers didn't understand. The 12 apostles did not even understand some of the things he was saying. Yeah, that's a strong solar plexus. hmm That's a strong solar plexus energy. Yeah, that's the lion side. hmm The lamb side is the nurturer. The lion side is the truth speaker that speaks even if their voice shakes. That's the no matter what energy. hmm hmm At some point, yes, you will. And that is the hermit energy. Someone said at some point you will come to stand alone. hmm And that is the hermit season. Okay. And again, that varies for all of us. Okay. Mine has lasted a few years. Thankfully, for the last 13 months, 14 months, I've been able to enjoy it in some pretty nice places. But yeah. hmm Thank you, Divine Source, for all of your favor. Thank you so much for all of your wisdom, all of your downloads. Love the interactive collective today. Or tonight. Love the interactive collective. Okay? Thank you so much for the synchronicities, the angel numbers 1111, 2424, 2020, 1414, 1144, and 0808. Divine Source. Thank you so much. At whatever pace things are flowing in to us individually. Okay. I rejoice with you, collective, as you receive whatever this promise is, whatever this news is, whatever this expansion is. Okay. Whatever this Three of Wands energy is out here for you. Okay. I rejoice with you. All right. My name is Nehru. As I stated, I am an extraterrestrial earth angel. I don't say I'm extraterrestrial just to say it. My ancestors and divine source took a picture when I was in Arizona. Okay. While I was sitting here like this, much like this at a park. Okay. And so, born on the 333rd day of the year, okay, I am here on the 10th and final reincarnation. Okay. Thank you so much, as always, for tuning in. Okay. I look forward to speaking with any of you that reach out to me in scheduled conversation or reading, aka. Okay. Thank you so much. The energy has been wonderful. Okay. Current time is 9:20, September 20th or the 29th or 92. Oh, thank you, Anamoon. Okay. I'm going to the store today. I was going to pick up some cranberry juice. I am doing a liquid only cleanse today. Okay. So yeah. Okay. And thank you, Anu Moon. Okay. Thank you so much, Grace. Okay. Thank you so much, Brent. Thank you so your favorite show. Okay. Thank you so much, Yah, to everyone. Thank you so much. Okay. Peace, love, and light to you. Okay. As you sleep, as you rest. Okay. Matthew 6 and 22, I remind you, before you go to sleep. Matthew 6 and 22. Do a little third eye meditation, perhaps, a little crown meditation, perhaps. Okay? Clear the way for some beautiful dreams to happen while you slumber. While you slumber. Okay. All right? Thank you so much, everyone, as always, for tuning in, and be encouraged.